The ancient seal of the Seven Archangels, symbol, power, and protection. By the Be Awake Aware Alive team. There are symbols that merely decorate, and then there are symbols that act as gateways. The ancient seal of the Seven Archangels falls firmly into the latter category. For centuries, mystics, occultists, and devout spiritual seekers have whispered about this specific geometric configuration, not just as a piece of religious art, but as a living key to celestial protection. If you have ever felt the need for spiritual boundaries, hierarchical order in your prayer life, or a deeper connection to the divine guardians of the throne, this seal might be the missing anchor in your practice. What is the Seven Archangels seal? At first glance, the seal appears to be a complex interplay of intersecting triangles, circles, and Hebrew lettering. But it is far more than geometry. Traditionally, the seal is a Solomonic amulet, believed to have been revealed to King Solomon by the Archangel Michael himself. Its primary function is to invoke the collective authority of the seven highest-ranking archangels, who stand directly before the presence of God. Unlike a simple sigil for a single entity, this seal acts as a constitutional document. It does not command the archangels, one cannot command princes of heaven, but rather harmonizes your energy with their specific frequencies, allowing their protection to flow into the physical world. Who are the seven? While biblical canon only names 3, Michael, Gabriel, and Raphael, the ancient book of Enoch and Kabbalistic tradition lists 7 archangels of the presence. The most widely accepted roster found on the seal includes 1. Michael, who is like God, the protector. He guards the south and holds the sword of divine justice. 2. Gabriel, strength of God, the messenger. He rules the west and the element of water, bringing clarity to dreams. 3. Raphael, God heals, the healer. Guardian of the east and the air, he mends body and spirit. 4. Uriel, fire of God, the illuminator. He brings wisdom, alchemy, and sudden flashes of insight. 5. Sealtiel, prayer of God, the intercessor. He helps humanity focus their intent during meditation and ritual. 6. Jagudiel, glorifier of God, the taskmaster. He supports those who labor, struggle, or fight for righteous causes. 7. Barakiel, blessings of God, the distributor. He delivers blessings and watches over the protective guardian angels assigned to humans. The hidden geometry of power. Look closely at the seal. You will notice a central hexagram, the Star of David, surrounded by a 7-pointed star. The 7 points are crucial. They represent the 7 classical planets known to the ancients: Saturn, Jupiter, Mars, Sun, Venus, Mercury, Moon, each ruled by one of the archangels. This is not coincidence. The seal is a microcosmic map of the celestial spheres. When you gaze upon it, your psyche is theoretically drawn upward through the planetary realms into the fixed stars, bypassing the chaotic lower astral plane. In practical terms, it acts as a filter. Only high-frequency entities can interface with the energy grid the seal creates. How to use the seal today. You do not need to be a ceremonial magician to benefit from this ancient emblem. Here are 3 respectful, modern ways to engage with it. 1. The silent guardian, home protection. Print or paint the seal on a piece of natural parchment. Place it inside a locket, under your doormat, or facing the front door of your home. Traditionally, the seal prevents discordant spirits from crossing the threshold. It is said that a thief cannot enter a house guarded by this seal, not by magic, but by a sudden, overwhelming anxiety that deters them. 2. The meditation anchor. If your mind races during prayer, trace the lines of the seal with your finger. Focus on one archangel per day of the week, Sunday for Michael, Monday for Gabriel, etc. As you trace the final triangle, ask for the silence of the 7. Many report a tangible shift in atmospheric pressure or a deep, sudden stillness. 3. The dream seal. Place a small version of the seal under your pillow, or on your nightstand, for 7 consecutive nights. Before sleep, whisper, "By the seal of the 7 thrones, let only truth enter my bones." Keep a journal nearby. The archangels, particularly Gabriel and Uriel, are known to communicate through vivid, symbolic dreams rather than spoken words. A word of caution. This is not a toy. The ancient seal of the Seven Archangels is like a high-voltage electrical line. It demands respect. If you approach it with arrogance, treating the archangels as servants, you will likely encounter silence, or worse, a sudden dismantling of the ego structures you thought were secure. Always open your use of the seal with an invocation of gratitude. Light a white candle. State your intent clearly. And never use the seal for curses or coercion. These are beings of free will and law. They protect. They heal. They guide. They do not harm. Final reflection. The ancient seal of the Seven Archangels is a remnant of a time when humanity looked to the skies not for rockets, but for relationship. In a noisy, fractured world, it offers a visual prayer, a geometric handshake with the divine. Whether you wear it as a pendant, hang it on your wall, or simply study its lines with reverence, you are participating in a tradition that stretches back to the temples of Solomon and the fires of Enoch. The guardians are still there. They never left. They are simply waiting for you to draw the seal, light the candle, and ask. Learn more at beawakeawarealive.com.